Always remember the days that we're playing, song of the dance that we knew. When we're together, it feels so right. And I have this dance for the rest of my life.
Jacksonville Senior Centers offer a chance to learn new activities, form lasting friendships, and for one Jacksonville couple, an opportunity to fall in love. For Mary and Howard Bruner, it was a daunting task to move forward with their lives after the loss of their spouses. They began going to the Jim Fortuna Senior Center, where they found common ground in a ballroom dance class.
I had been going over there for 3 years, doing primarily exercise. On Thursday afternoons, when I would be over there playing Scrabble, there would be a group that would come from the back, and they had been in a dance class. And I started watching them, and they really did look like they were having fun. And I decided that I wanted to go to that ballroom dance class.
I got the feeling the music and exuberant, and met some good friends in the meantime there at Fortuna. And as the old saying goes, along came Mary.
From there, the bond of friendship formed, and then the courtship began.
He was just one of the people in the class. And in November, we went to a birthday party, and they had seated us at the same table. Not too long after that, he asked me to go to the mayor's Christmas dance with him. And so I told him I would go so long as he realized it wasn't a date. So then as soon as we did that, then he invited me to go to American Ballroom Dance the next week, and the next week to the Widow and Widower's Dance at Hidden Hills. So that's how we started. And then right behind that was an invitation to a movie.
I never will forget the one time that the show I took her to. I'm sitting there, and I keep edging a little closer to her, and edging closer to her, and I said, Mary, would you mind if I hold your hand? Now I hear you, like a teenage kid.
The first time he took my hand, it felt like no hand I had ever touched, because it was a working man's hand. It was strong, and it turned out to be just like him, strong and reliable. I feel safe when I'm with him. I feel protected when I'm with him, and nobody on the face of the earth could possibly love me any more than he does.
Still adjusting to their relationship, Mary was not ready to accept the idea that they were dating.
I denied it for a long time. I really did. And one day I was over at the Senior Center, and Ruth Wu said to me, she was the director at the time, she said, so are you still seeing Howard? I said, well, some. And she said, so you're dating? I said, no, we're not dating. She said, haven't you been to movies with him? And I said, yes. And she said, haven't you been to a play and out to dinner? I said, yeah. She said, honey, you're dating.
After Howard's many proposal attempts, Mary finally said yes.
He proposed a lot of times in several different ways. The first time he proposed, we were on the dance floor at Fortuna, and they were playing this song, Can I Have This Dance for the Rest of My Life? So he started singing it to me. So it got to be almost a normal thing on Thursday afternoons that when that waltz came on, he would ask me. When he finally asked me to marry him, and I said yes, he was in the hospital. And actually I was sitting on the bed, kind of leaned across him, and he tells everybody that I had him pinned to the bed in the hospital before he would agree to marry me. In our wedding, we had a time that we exchanged personal vows, and Howard actually mentioned Fortuna Senior Center in our wedding vows when he pledged his love and faith to me.
Oh, that's a good one. You have to go. Hey, Alan!
Looking back now, they both realized they would not be where they are today had they not been brave enough to take that first step.
I pushed myself the first time I walked through that door. I pushed myself the first time I went to the dance class. But it's really a cool place to go.
We enjoy a lot of the same thing, and we just have a lot of respect for each other. She trusts me. That's the big thing. If you got love and trust, you can go down the road.
To come to this time of our lives and to discover something like that, it surprised us both. It surprised us both. But it's pretty wonderful, actually.
Rock and roll.